Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Disney Magic Podcast. Welcome to episode 52 of the podcast. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're doing good. I'm joined by an esteemed panel. I'm joined by Shazz Steve and a special guest, John. Welcome, John. How's it going?
It's good, man. Thank you so much for having me. Disney has been a part of my life for the 34 years that I've been on this planet. So I'm excited to
Amazing. I
talk
love
about
it. Exactly. Well, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. So John has chosen this topic that we're going to be talking about this evening or today, whenever you're watching this. But I think before we dive into that, do you want to give yourself a little bit of an introduction and all that kind of stuff, just so we know who you are, what you do? Yeah.
Of course, yeah. So I'm the host of the Delicious Culture podcast. I get to know a variety of people through three questions. I want to know what's a delicious meal you've had lately, what's a delicious piece of pop culture you're loving, and what is a delicious thing that's happened in your life lately, just any positive thing that's happened in your life.
Nice.
So anybody from old college friends to fellow podcasters as yourself, it's just been fun getting to know people through food, pop culture, and lifestyle. So that's essentially what I do.
Amazing. Yeah. I mean, John's here this week on the pod, and I'm not sure when yours coming out, but I know that we're recording next Monday as of recording of this one. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good time.
I think John's professional because he's already lined everything up the way he's.
Yeah. John's gonna put us to shame here this evening.
No.
We trip over our own feet and everything. So.
It's okay. It's okay. As long as you're yourself and you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
We're always ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, don't expect any professionalism here. It doesn't happen very often.
That's the wrong podcast.
Yeah, it's more exciting that way. It is more exciting that way.
John's our guest here this evening. John chose a topic this evening. I was like, okay, what do you want to talk about? Because I like to have when I have a guest. It's been a long time since we've had a guest that we all don't know. I think the last guest we had on was JB. On the last episode. So it's been a little while since we've had someone new, to engage with and stuff like that. That's not in our little friend bubble and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, John, we're going to be talking about Disney Renaissance this week.
Disney what?
The Renaissance.
or
the
Renaissance.
Disney what? Renaissance, whichever one you want to call it. I don't know how
it's pronounced in the UK or in Britain Renaissance, not Renaissance.
Okay. Yeah, I like Renaissance.
I always thought it was wrong. I don't know.
No,
but yeah, we're going to be talking about that. So, I mean, some of our favorite movies from that era, maybe, and a little bit of history as well of what it did for the company and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, just to begin with, I've got a little few notes here. The Disney Renaissance was a decade-long revival from 89 to 99, where Disney combined Broadway-style music, technological innovation, and timeless storytelling to redefine animated films for a new generation. And some of the ones that you think of, I mean, obviously Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Pocahontas, they're the ones that you think of, that stick out in your mind, probably as like some of the best, that Disney ever produced. And probably still to this day, realistically, that they're timeless, that, they're some of the best that Disney ever made in that era. But yeah, so I think we should start off with our favorites within the Renaissance. So, Shazz, do you want to start? What's your favorite movie from that era?
Probably
Aladdin, yeah. I mean, I love Aladdin as well. That's a good one. Yeah,
that's a good pick.
Yeah. John, what about yourself?
Well, and it's good that you picked Aladdin, because not only does it have a catchy music, great story, but I think Robin Williams, who voiced the genie, I think he was pretty much responsible for these big celebrity actors putting their voices in these animated films. So we have to thank Robin Williams for that. Yeah. For me, The Lion King. I cannot tell you.
My least favorite one.
What? Why is that? I'm curious.
There's something about it. Everyone always looks at me like I'm some kind of crazy woman with two heads when I say I don't know what it is about the Lion King. It just doesn't do it for me. I love Scar. I'm a massive fan of villains. I've got a whole Disney villains like tattoo sleeve. I love Scar. He's my favorite bit. Scar and the hyenas. The rest of it's I can give it one.
Okay, I will try to not judge you.
That's fine. Just join the queue of people judging me for not liking the Lion King.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I must have worn out that VHS tape, God knows how many times back in the day. Especially sort of the African musical influence related to it, and the fact that I come from the Black community.
I love the show that they have at Disneyland Paris. They have a Lion King, it's like a mini Broadway production of the Lion King at Disneyland Paris, which is our home park. I love that. I can watch that a million times. I'd rather watch that than watch the movie.
Okay. And what about that is more appealing? Is it just like
I don't know. It's the costumes, the music, the vibe. I don't know. It just feels that feels more Lion
feel like you're part of
to
it.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels more Lion Kingy to me than watching them.
Lion Kingy.
Yeah. That's the technical term.
Yeah, right. And of course we have the American Broadway production in New York City that's been there since like 97.
Forever.
Yeah. I think
and I love the show in Animal Kingdom in that theater.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, see, I love all that. Just don't like the movie.
Just the movie you could just throw away in the trash.
Sorry.
But no, I love, like you, Scar, great villain. Somewhat, a friend of mine from the queer community was talking about like how queer coded Scar is. Like he just has this like flamboyantness to his villainy that
he does,
that you can't look away from. I recited the movie, every character line by line from beginning to end, to put myself to sleep when I was a kid. That's how much I watched it. Like I could do the entire 90 minutes. And yeah, I mean, I know that people have said it's like a ripoff of like Kimba and the White Lion and Hamlet. So there's all that talk about Lion King not being completely original, but I just think it's a really fun story. The scene with Mufasa dying and Simba being by him will make me cry every single time. Great animation. And my God, what a celebrity cast. I mean, you have James Earl Jones as Mufasa, you have Whoopi Goldberg as one of the hyenas, Jeremy Irons as Scar.
He's got a fantastic cast, other than Matthew Broderick being
you don't like Matthew Broderick?
He's all right, but sometimes I want to smash his face in.
Oh my God! Wait! Because of his acting, or because of real life stuff?
Probably he's either amazing in everything I want. Ferris Bueller, love him. He's either brilliant or I think what are you doing? I don't know. I think they just could have cast somebody better as Simba.
Interesting. I had no problem with Matthew Broderick as adult Simba. My introduction to him actually was Inspector Gadget. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Inspector Gadget, and then I went kind of backwards with Ferris Bueller and all the other stuff.
He'll always be Ferris Bueller to me. For me.
And Nathan Lane, through his natural speaking voice, will always be Timon. So
absolutely,
yeah. But no. I mean, the Lion King. That's probably going to be always my favorite of the entire Disney Renaissance canon.
Nice. Steve-O, what about you? Do you know any of the movies from the Aladdin? Okay, I was going to say, do you know any of the movies from the Renaissance?
Yeah, well, yeah. See, I'm not a big, huge movie person per se, but
unless it's a Star Wars or a Marvel movie.
Yeah. But I've seen I've seen Aladdin, I've seen Little Mermaid, and there's a few other ones.
You've probably seen Beauty and the Beast, but you can't remember.
Probably, and I don't remember.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast, I like. Not because of the movie itself. I was never really a fan of the movie itself, but the music is fantastic.
I love the animation.
The animation,
Yeah.
The story is beautiful. Yeah, no, it came out like 5 days before I was born, I believe. So
Oh wow.
I know, I just missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the key song, the Beauty and the Beast song, where they're slow dancing in the ballroom, it's such a beautiful song to listen to. So
Yeah,
I will applaud
yeah.
the music. And yeah, I mean, we'll probably talk about it already, but I think like a number of these Disney Renaissance movies have won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. So
Yeah, absolutely. My favorite is Hercules. I love Hercules.
Ah,
That's
Out of the
wonderful
Renaissance
movie.
period. Yeah. It's so good. I mean, you've got Danny DeVito as Phil. You've got it's just amazing. The music is good. The story's good. I love Hades. Hades as a villain is probably
Yeah.
like top tier for me. He's like one of my favorites.
Gold Steve off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Old Steve off. Yeah, there
That
you go.
was funny.
Yeah, and I think Ursula, the villain Ursula's in that movie, or is that Little Mermaid?
Little
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hades was the villain in the
Hades was a villain. Yeah.
Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. Never
With
mind,
Panic,
never mind.
with Panic and Pain.
Pain and Pain. Pain
Yeah.
and Panic
Yeah.
is the
Pain and
sidekick.
Panic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've established our favorites here, so that's good. I mean, just a little bit of history now of the Renaissance and why it was so pivotal for the company, for movie and storytelling and things like that. It was when Eisner and Wells took over the company. And the movies were not doing so hot. I mean, the company itself wasn't doing so well. And we all know the Eisner era of the parks was probably wholeheartedly probably one of my favorite eras of the park because of how much he did for the company, for the parks and stuff like that. I mean, you had legendary, Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was working at the company at that time, who went on to found DreamWorks and things like that. And it was pushed for more ambitious storytelling. They leaned into the musical theater influences, hence why we got some of like the most classic songs in like Disney history within this. And you had so many great people. You had Alan Menken, who was teaming up with lyricists like Howard Ashman, Tim Rice, and then they turned these we mentioned, The Lion King and Hercules as a Broadway show. And that kind of was the turning point for like Broadway and stuff like that. And it really pushed the movie story, like the Disney kind of storytelling forward in a way. And it's their bread and butter now because of the Renaissance, I believe.
Well, you say that, but they've all gone. It's gone a bit backwards, hasn't it?
It's gone a bit backwards now. Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean, if I may ask? What do you mean it's gone a bit backwards?
Because of all the remakes and the live actions that are terrible.
Yeah.
When they make a good movie, they really make a good movie. But when they don't make a good movie, oh my god, isn't it rubbish? Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah,
it's a stinker.
You talk about the live action remakes. I was very cynical when they were coming out, like in the
some of them
2010s.
I think are okay. Other ones I'm like, what were you thinking?
Yeah,
I like the Beauty and the Beast remake. I thought that was fine.
Yeah, I did.
That one was good. I really like the Aladdin remake. That's really good.
I cannot watch that. Sorry, Will Smith is not the genie. Don't care what you say.
No,
he's not the genie.
No, he's not. I mean, no one will ever compare to Robin Williams for that. But that was the whole reason why I didn't watch it to begin with. I was like, no one can do the genie like Robin. Yeah. And Will Smith was like, well, I'm not trying to be Robin Williams. I'm not trying to take his spotlight. I'm going to make it my own. And it was very much like Fresh Prince kind of vibes, like
Fresh Prince being the
Fresh Prince being that was exactly how it was. Like it was original like raps and things like that he was doing, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And the fact that Jasmine got her own song as well with Speechless was just an incredible song. It's so good. That's probably my favorite live action one, to be fair.
What wasn't it some like female empowerment song that was her own song, or was that something
yes
different?
It was. Yeah, it was like being able to like because obviously she wanted to have her her voice heard and stuff like that. So but yeah, it was very, very powerful song. It was very, very cool.
Can I ask if that was like in conflict with her character or like the Arabian culture? Because I did hear some critical analysis about how that empowerment song didn't make sense compared to
not quite sure. I mean, I'd like to think that it was, in a time. I mean, when did it come out? It was 20.
The remake?
Yeah. Was it like
It wasn't that long ago, was it? It's not that long ago.
It's 2019.
2019. Okay, so I think it was more so much, they were trying to do something with the being empowered and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe it was something to the Arabian culture. I'm not quite sure, but I don't want to try and get into. I don't want to make the wrong assumption and then bring that, you know, what have you. But yeah. It was. I mean, it was a great song. I mean, there was a lot of. I think what the live actions do well is they fill in some of the holes from the remake, from the original. So the Beauty and the Beast one, I kind of liked. The casting choice for Belle
didn't like Emma Watson. I thought she was brilliant.
Emma Watson.
You were just thinking about her as Hermione Granger.
I was. That was exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. And I was like, it's fine. Like, okay. I mean, I've grown up with Emma Watson being Hermione. Like,
same. Yeah.
That's the thing. But like, fair enough if you want. But I don't know. I think it's because she had a British accent, and Belle's meant to be. I mean, obviously,
technically, she's supposed to be French, but she didn't have a French accent.
Well, she didn't have a French accent. I mean, Paige O'Hara didn't do a French accent, but I'm just saying, like, it would. I mean, even if the Americanized it a little bit, because Emma Watson, she's been in a few American things. She can do an American accent. She's done it. I think one of them she did was Perks of a Wallflower.
I was going to say.
That was great movie. Yeah, absolutely. And she did a great American accent for that, but she didn't put one on for like being Belle, which kind of took me out of it a little bit. And I was like, I'm just watching Hermione here in just like a blue dress. But besides,
or a yellow dress.
Or a yellow dress, yeah, exactly. Beside the point. But I mean, like, the story was really well done. I love like the dynamic between like LeFou and Gaston, how they kind of tied that up, and they made, LeFou was like the first openly gay character, I believe, in a live action movie. That's what they were going for, I think. But yeah, so that was interesting. I mean, Luke Evans as the Beast as well was fantastic. The CGI for that was incredible as well. So, but yeah.
I don't remember too much about the Beauty and the Beast remake, other than that I saw it in theaters with family, and I came away from it thinking, oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be, because being very pure and attached to the original animation films, I was going into these live action remakes saying, no, this is horrible. This is just trying to make some easy cash, and they are. But like, the Beauty and the Beast remake, which is
Snow White.
I haven't seen that one either. But
no,
you don't need to.
No,
it's not good.
Nobody else needs to see that one.
my wife saw it in theaters. She wasn't crazy about it either.
I am looking forward to the Tangled one, the Rapunzel one. That looks
that looks pretty good.
The cast of that looks really
but that's
good.
One of my favorite princess movies, and I think they're going to break it.
No, I mean, you've got Catherine Hahn as Mother Gothel, who,
of course,
I mean, besides Cher, like those were the two top choices. You've got
Cher could not do that. No,
absolutely,
way.
Yes,
she's too old and too plastic. No way.
No.
But she wears it so well. She makes 80 look like 60 with the plastic.
Catherine Hahn, she's amazing, especially as
Catherine Hahn. She's so good. Yes, she's great. You've got I can't think of his actor name, but I know him from the Zombies Disney Channel original movies. Zed. He's playing Flynn. Yeah, and then you've got, who have you got as? I can't think who you've got as Rapunzel, but she's meant to be. I think she's a newer actress on the scene. So I mean, should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
but
I haven't seen the original Tangled. Was it good?
Oh yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
It's funny as hell.
Yeah, it is good. It's funny. Some of the songs are great as well.
It's got great songs. It's humorous. It's got a good story.
Yeah.
It's got a good, good old fashioned, moral like all good Disney movies should have, and it
Yeah.
all
Right.
ends up all right in the end. So
Yeah.
Right.
It's happily
most
ever
of them.
after.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
eventually.
So in terms of the Disney Renaissance, I know a movie within that period that doesn't get talked about as much was the Rescuers Down Under. Have you?
Yeah, the Rescuers Down Under.
Yes, Rescuers Down Under. Yeah.
What did you guys think about that? Because that's probably the only movie out of that period that I'm not too familiar with.
See, I love the Rescuers Down Under. Yeah, I do like the Rescuers. I had that on VHS. That was probably like one of my favorites that I had growing up. I mean, it's a great story. It really is. Like, just such an underrated classic. I feel like in terms of the Renaissance kind of period. And
But the
stuff
original
like that,
Rescuers is a bit like that as well. That was
it is. Yeah.
That was one of my favorites when I was a kid growing up. I had that LP which I wore out because I played it over and over again.
Yeah.
But I don't think it got a lot of love. The Rescuers Down Under when it was first released.
No, it didn't.
That's not similar to All Dogs Go to Heaven, right? That's different because I'm thinking of the Rescuer Down Under as like another animated dog movie. I might be wrong.
No, it's got mice in it.
Mice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bernard and Bianca.
Yeah.
Was that the one that was competing with American Tail? I think it was like in American Tail and The Land Before Time were like in theaters the same day in a particular year, and I think it was American Tail that kind of won at the box office
because American Tail is also with a mouse.
Yeah. No, The Great Mouse Detective. I think that might have been a Disney movie from the 80s. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I'm getting my mouse movies confused.
Great Mouse.
Yeah.
They re-released it in the early 90s, so but it did better on re-release, so they kind of try and plug it as a 90s movie rather than an 80s one now.
Right. Yeah, Ratatouille is probably going to be my favorite mouse movie, even though he's a rat. Whatever. Rat mouse.
It's all the same.
Rodent. It's all the same nasty rodent in your house. Yeah.
Couple of facts about the Rescuers Down Under. It was the first fully digital Disney feature using the CAP system. So it used like CGI and things like that to like do that. I mean, it was less culturally impactful, like we just talked about, but it was important in terms of like propelling the company forward and things like that and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it made its mark, even though it wasn't the best, like the most well received one from the Renaissance. But I think I mean, it's hard to say. Which ones do you think was like the most popular from the Renaissance?
Little Mermaid, definitely, when it was released.
Yeah,
Little Mermaid. Yeah, you could definitely. I mean, I don't know, man. Beauty and the Beast is up there because it was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture.
Best Picture, and Aladdin, yeah.
Aladdin, Lion King, Little Mermaid.
I feel like it should be separated into categories. Like in terms of like what made the most money, probably Lion King. In terms of like what had the most like critical acceptance or acclaim, Beauty and the Beast. It just seems like based on the Academy Awards it was nominated and won for, it just had that prestige status. So I that's just my opinion. I think like Lion King and Beauty and the Beast might have been the top ones in that era.
Yeah.
Whenever you ask somebody about movies in that time period, it's always those four: Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Little Mermaid that always come up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They don't talk about Tarzan or Notre Dame.
No.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is like so underrated.
It really is. It really is. I love that movie. Doesn't get talked about enough. That scene in the beginning where
so dark. It's such a dark like movie. Like Frollo is like by far like the worst villain. Like he is
villain ever.
Maniacal. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the only time I've really ever seen that sort of in the parks is there's a section of it on the castle show at Disneyland Paris where Quasimodo swings across the castle.
Oh, cool.
And then like Frollo turns up in the villain's bit every now and then. But other than
Yeah.
that, there's no Hunchback anyway.
I
Even though
would-
Disneyland
I
Paris
would-
is in bloody France.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to
There's
say.
no-
like Notre Dame's like what?
Yeah,
half
it's like
an hour down the
spitting
road or
distance.
something.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no I think it's because it is such a dark
Yeah.
movie. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
So great. Oh,
Yeah.
the music.
I just don't think it gets anywhere near as much love as it deserves.
No.
And the music is so
yeah.
it just has that cathedral effect to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's that beginning song with the court jester, the clown, like that
Yeah.
really gets the movie going. The scene where Quasimodo gets all the tomatoes thrown at him.
Yeah.
That'll make me cry. I mean, yeah, you're right. Hunchback does not get talked about enough. It's such.
I think
such
if
great
they were
movie.
going to make a live action, they should start making live actions of the underrated, awesome movies like Hercules, like The
Hercules,
Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Atlantis, Treasure
Yeah,
Planet.
Treasure Planet, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they did
Yeah.
Mulan, right? Mulan was.
They
They
did
did
Mulan, yeah.
They did Mulan. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
that's the
That
one.
was
I
actually
saw.
pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's the one I.
Yeah,
watched,
they made it
the
more
live action.
historically accurate, I believe.
Yeah.
I've not watched Mulan, but I know they made it more historically.
There was less
accurate
music
with-
and more
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did watch that Mulan remake. I'm remembering now. That
Yeah,
was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It was okay. It was very dramatic. It was very it did give me like Jet Li sort of intensity movie vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah, no, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I found it phenomenal, but it was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
just like the handful of movies that you would watch over and over again.
Yeah.
That's not one of them, but yeah.
Now Eddie Murphy pretty much played another version of the donkey in that animated movie, didn't he? Like the dragon.
Yeah,
Mushu.
Mushu.
Yeah, Mushu.
Yeah.
Mushu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes it for me. I love Mushu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. But am I wrong? Is it too simpler to the donkey in Shrek, or was it different?
He's different to the donkey in Shrek, but it's
Really?
I mean, it's blatantly Eddie Murphy, but yeah, he's different. He's not
Yeah,
quite as
yeah.
obnoxious.
I don't know. I just
He's a
felt like it was the same.
He's a bit more caring as Mushu the dragon.
Yeah, you weren't a big fan of Donkey in Shrek.
I love Donkey. I think he's awesome.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
I just love Eddie Murphy. I think he's hilarious.
Oh, I
And he-
know.
Yeah. Eddie
No
Murphy's
wrong.
great. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
funny.
The Netflix documentary on him was great. So definitely.
Oh,
check that
yeah.
out if you want a
Yeah.
great perspective on his career. Yeah,
Yeah.
His brother was funny too.
Charlie Murphy. Yeah, from
Charlie.
Chappelle-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Chappelle Show and
Yeah.
everything. Yep,
Yep.
absolutely.
The Beverly Hills Cop films are probably some of my favorite.
Oh, I love Beverly Hills Cop.
Movies.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, they're a fun time. I have this weird memory of watching the third Beverly Hills Cop on the USA Network when like cable reruns used to do. Like,
Yep.
those old
I
movies.
remember. Yeah.
But I feel like that was like the worst received of the Beverly Hills Cop movies, right? I don't think a
I
lot of
think
people
so.
like three.
Yeah.
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 I think
Did you
so.
see the one they made that was on Netflix where he's
I did
older?
not. Was it
Oh my
good?
God, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like, why are they doing that? I'm like, nope, they needed to end the story. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Because they left it on a cliffhanger, didn't they? And it's like, no, it needs
Yeah.
to be finished.
Oh, it-
Absolutely.
finished. No, and it did. They did it. It was really good. It's funny.
Yeah. He also revived Coming to America. I know he did. Coming
Yes,
to
he
America.
did. Yes,
Oh,
that was
really?
really
Yeah.
good. That
Oh,
Was it
really
good?
I want to see that.
Yeah, it
That's
was
the one
good.
with
That was
Arsenio. That
good.
was so funny.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
original. Yeah.
Yeah.
The original
yeah.
movie was great. Oh my goodness
Yeah.
gracious. Yeah. Arsenio has a memoir out right now. I gotta.
Oh, he
read that book.
does.
He does.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I used
he's
to
done
watch
it.
his show all the time. He was
Oh,
so
no,
funny.
he's funny as hell. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
Arsenio Hall show
he definitely put a nice hit
With that-
to late night
with his
that was
finger
much
all the
needed.
time.
Yeah, long ass fingers. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keenan Ivory Wayans did a great
Oh,
parody. of,
exactly.
Arsenio on In Living
Yeah.
Color. Oh my god.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Yeah.
I was
Jerry's-
telling them about In Living Color.
Oh,
that
yeah.
They need to watch because they were like, because all the famous people, Jim
Yeah.
Carrey and
Yeah. Jennifer Lopez, Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
We
they
used to
all
get it.
came from there.
Yeah.
They used to show it rarely. Occasionally, we get it like once every fortnight, one episode maybe,
Mhm.
where in between programs, like on a channel over here that nobody knew about. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
didn't get the whole season, whole
No.
series.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Right.
so funny.
Oh, such
Yeah.
a great show.
Everyone was so talented on that show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On to
David
great
Allen
careers.
Greer. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, back to the Disney thing.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, we got some.
No, you're good.
I was like, oh, how does this
No,
tie
no.
into Disney?
You're
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
fine. I mean, if we're sticking with Eddie Murphy, just tangent off a little more. The 2003 Haunted Mansion.
Haunted
movie is
Mansion.
one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorites. I absolutely
I remember
love
watching
movie.
that. Yeah.
I love that movie. It's
See,
so
I
good.
like that version, but I also like the version they did not long ago.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Who was
Both
in that recent version?
Jared
It's
Leto.
got Jared
from
Leto's the,
Hatbox
and
Ghost.
it's got what's the lady who plays Ahsoka? Oh, what's her name?
Oh, yeah.
Mine's not
Yeah.
Blake.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't think what she's called, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
And
guy
Danny
with the
DeVito's
broken
in it.
nose.
The guy with the broken nose. Yeah.
I always forget his name.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that because it's more based on the actual
On
ride,
the rides, yeah.
which
Yeah.
is why I loved it so much.
how
Yeah.
did Owen Wilson break his nose?
Don't know,
Yeah.
Loki
But-
must have punched him.
but
Loki.
Oh damn! What did
but
Owen do
you
to
think
punch?
that he'd get it fixed, but
Yeah.
no, because he's known that's him. You couldn't
Yeah.
not break
Wow.
have his broken nose now, could he? Because every character he plays has got some nose thing going on.
Apart
There's-
from like McQueen, who doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Alright.
There was a period of time where I saw Owen Wilson in like everything. He was in like every.
Oh
comedy.
yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
like
yeah.
him and The Rock.
yeah.
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 Yeah. It's like
Now The
Owen
Rock
Wilson in
with
Wedding.
long hair.
Yeah. So what do you think about him in the live action Moana?
my
Like-
Oh,
No, that
no,
wig is terrible.
no. That wig is like Spirit Halloween.
I have
vibe,
heard
man.
it looks like a cheap wig. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So bad.
My
It's
wig
so
that
bad.
I have, my blonde wig, looks better than.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because your surfing wig looks better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so bad. It's bizarre. Really
Oh
bizarre.
man. He probably would have been better off just naturally growing his hair and seeing what they could do
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Like all scraggly.
Yeah. But he voiced the character in the original animated movie, right?
He did.
Yes, he did.
That's-
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well. All right.
I
We'll see
mean-
how that turns out.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but all right. Let's take it back a little bit here. It's kind of blends into what we're doing here. So, I want to compare. Let's compare our favorite film. So the ones that we talked about to some of today's films, like on terms of like Disney and things like that, and how, what's the most recent Disney film that's come out? I can't even think. The one that we've all seen. I don't know.
Tron.
Yeah, there
Wait,
is
what?
one. I'm trying
Tron.
yeah, Tron. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tron
maybe.
Legacy, yeah. Yeah. All right then. So let's compare. Let's see. So I mean, there's no comparison. Let's keep it animated if we can. But
Yeah.
I mean, how does Aladdin compare to the most recent Disney movies nowadays? Like, would you say there is a comparison? Would you say, that Aladdin was better? Would you say the newer ones have some parts that you prefer, or?
I think it depends.
I
That's
guess
the right
so.
answer.
I mean, the most
Yeah.
recent Disney movie I can think of right now that I saw was Inside Out. The Disney Pixar movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I think Aladdin back in the 90s, I believe it was based on a well-known fairy tale or a story of some sort. So that's where a lot of these Disney movies came from.
Yeah.
And I guess you fast forward to today, maybe there would be some sensitivity out of like portraying that story of Arabian characters, Arabian culture.
Yeah.
I think a lot of white people produced that movie. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But no, you fast forward to Inside Out, which has a very wonderful conversation about mental health. Like they find a fun way to teach the importance of mental health to children.
Yeah.
And I think it just shows how far Disney has progressed with the times, if that makes any sense. It's like, all right, like in the 90s, we're just going to kind of go fairy tale, escapist. We'll do this sort of cultural appropriation in a way. And now we're just going to kind of take a look at what people are talking about, what people are concerned about, and integrate that into our brand with the mental health thing. So that's how I would compare it.
Yeah. No, fair. Yeah, that's fair. Shazz, Steve, anything?
I've just looked, and the last animated movie that I watched that Disney made was Wish.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wish.
Wow.
What was that about?
That one was actually pretty good. I was really surprised at that movie.
That was the Disney 100 animated movie. It was basically, it was like an amalgamation of all Disney movies mashed up in together. It was so cool.
Yeah.
It had,
and the villain was really good in that.
The backgrounds of the streets, they had scenes from Pinocchio, they had stuff from Bambi in it. It was just, the animation style was just...
It was like 2.5D, wasn't it? It was like...
Yeah.
Like the backgrounds were 2D, but like the characters were like 3D, kind of like ish. Like it was really cool. Like it was really cool, the animation style.
Yeah, it almost went back to the original Cell animation for some parts.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, I just really liked it. And I liked the fact that they kind of brought everything together.
Yeah.
The songs were a bit The villain was awesome. Chris Pine, the villain was brilliant.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would like that movie.
No.
But then I watched it. I'm like,
I know.
Pretty good.
I think because they started promoting it before anyone even knew what it was.
Yeah, they
Asher was in the part way before the movie was even announced, and it was
because they had stuff in they had stuff at Disneyland, and I'm like, what is this thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, how would you guys compare like the 90s Disney Renaissance to, I mean, pretty much the era like between the 30s and the 60s that they were trying to harken back to? Like you were talking about Pinocchio and Bambi, and it just kind of had me thinking like, oh yeah, like Pinocchio and Bambi had that same flavor of like, let's take these well-known fairy tales and adapt them into these big animated movies. Pinocchio and I mean, you know, Pinocchio, we know the long nose, lying, blah blah blah, but Bambi, you know, the iconic scene where the mother gets shot. To put that out there for a family friendly movie like that must have been
they wouldn't make that now.
They probably wouldn't.
That's the thing is, back then society was a little bit different, so everything is, you know, everything changes and they bend things different ways. They try to keep it, I think they try to tell the story the same way, but they can't show you certain things. A good example is the Jungle Cruise, right? So on the Jungle Cruise, they used to have, the lions are eating the zebra, right? But now they changed the wording of it where they're having, look, they're playing with the zebra or something like, rather than what it really is they're eating the zebra. So they're changing things around, but it still kind of looks the same. Does that make sense? I don't even know that.
I think so. I mean, I think those earlier movies, you know, between the 1930s and 1960s, they danced around with darker subject matter, but not so much where they were going to get like their movie license taken away. And then I think, and you probably have this in your notes, Zack, but I think somewhere in the 80s or 70s, management decided, we have to like not make things so intense and dark in terms of the subject matter. Let's try to make it more broad and safe. That didn't work for them.
That works for Nemo. So like Finding Nemo, right?
Yeah.
The mom is gone. But they don't really show, I don't think that.
No,
they don't. It's just it's insinuated.
It's insinuated.
And that's the thing with Bambi. They kind of show you a little bit.
Yeah, they pretty much showed it. They pretty much like, you know.
Well, with Finding Nemo is.
Yeah. Well, I think with Bambi that we heard the mother get shot.
They heard it.
And
you assume.
And then like Lion King, we see Bambi go to his dead mother. Is that what, or do we never see the mother ever again? No, we don't see the mother ever again. I think it was just we heard the gunshot.
She tells him to run, and then she gets shot.
Yeah, and then the king deer takes Bambi away. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it changed in the mid 60s from like Mary Poppins onwards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So from after Mary Poppins, we had the Jungle Book, the Aristocats, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. So even Bedknobs and Broomsticks, although it was kind of hinting on a war, because of in the movie, it was almost like the Germans were coming to invade England.
Yeah.
It wasn't portrayed in a negative way. It was portrayed in a fun way with like, all the uniforms dancing. So I don't think, other than Maybury, with the exception of the Black Cauldron, which was quite a dark movie.
Oh
yeah.
Everything from Mary Poppins onwards seems to be a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know the Black Cauldron didn't do well.
No.
Box office.
It's a great film.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I remember seeing a little because like if you like watch Disney movies on videotape, they would give you like the commercials before the actually started. And the Black exactly the Black Cauldron was one of those promos, and I do remember it being like, oh wow, this seems like a really dark, intense movie. I've got to see this sometime. But no, you were talking about the Aristocats. Another great movie that I still own on videotape. The key song that was so fun for me to sing to back in the day that you cannot do anymore. wait, this was the movie with the Siamese cats, right? The ones that are like, we are Siamese, if you please. Yeah. Oh God, it was great.
Yeah, good times. Yeah, I love the Aristocats. That was like my first movie that I owned on VHS. And I remember just playing that movie. Oh man, such a good film. But yeah, I mean, the Renaissance kind of really turned the company over in terms of movies and stuff for that 10-year period, and then I think like John was saying, they've kind of got with the times a little bit more and hit on more kind of like,
because slap bang in the middle of that, Toy Story came out.
Yeah.
And that really elevated things in terms of CGI.
Absolutely, with Pixar and absolutely, and then
But that doesn't get discussed with the rest of the Disney Renaissance films, because I guess when you talk about Disney Renaissance, it usually is defined as like traditionally animated, story, musical based.
I think the thing is with that as well is Pixar wasn't part of Disney until 2006 with the release of Cars.
Really?
They were only kind of leasing them out. Pixar was their own company.
They were the distributor.
Yeah. So Steve Jobs owned the company and Lasseter and everyone, and and then they leased them out to like, okay, we've got this idea, you'll be the best fit to do it, blah blah blah. And it was like, okay, because Pixar was its own company up until 2006 when it got like liquidated into when Iger did his first run as CEO, and he just bought a bunch of companies with like Pixar, LucasArts, and Marvel and all that kind of stuff. So Pixar was like the first step in that kind of like branding it as like Disney, because now it's because it would so. But yeah, I mean, Toy Story really set things apart. I mean, I in terms of like CGI and things like that, and even within this, like this was till 99. We had Toy Story, Bug's Life, Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
That was 99.
That was 99.
Yep. Yeah, I remember having Toy Story. It's so bizarre because like it looked so advanced for the time with its CGI animation, but at the same time, like videotapes were still going out. So like the contrast between we have a videotape of Toy Story, but but you watch it and it looks like it should be like a digital file. That's how advanced it looks to be.
Crazy.
And Bug's Life. Yeah, I mean, I think I still have the Nintendo 64 video game of that.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Yeah, so gamers too. So.
Yeah, we're all gamers. In kind of contrast to the Renaissance, the first really, I would say, successful Disney movie after that period ended was Lilo and Stitch in 2002. So that was the first one that really made it. I mean, Emperor's New Groove came out in that time. Again, totally underrated movie.
But that was because Katzenberg left, and the whole thing with Emperor's New Groove is Road to El Dorado came out a week before because Katzenberg it was Katzenberg's idea for Emperor's New Groove. He left because of what happened with Eisner and himself and whatnot. Went on to found DreamWorks, and they came out so close to each other, along with Treasure Planet Atlantis, and Disney were being accused of like, well, you're copying ideas.
Yeah,
so that was why they all flopped so bad.
Yeah, because in that time we had Emperor's New Groove, the Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch, and then the Treasure Planet and Brother Bear.
Yeah.
So the only one out of all of those that was a box office hit was Lilo and Stitch. They're all great movies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Prince of Egypt was also around that time, wasn't it? Prince of Egypt?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Which I believe was an animated musical. So, and I feel like DreamWorks was the producer of that.
Yes,
it was competing with Disney, so they were trying to take that animated musical thing away. So
absolutely, yeah. And then obviously you had in 01. Was it 01? Shrek came out 01, and then
01,
completely blasted. Just absolutely blew out the water because they were piggybacking on like the 3D animation, and as we all know, Shrek's like box office like smash hit.
Of course,
amazing. It's such a good film.
It's weird. It took it all the way until we're getting into the like mid, like 2010s before Disney movies started to become financially successful again. So it's almost as though like they peaked at the Renaissance period, and then it nosedived again.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Princess and the Frog was sort of their attempt to go back to that Renaissance era of like traditionally drawn animated musicals.
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
it was fine. Yeah, I saw it in theaters. I remember. Yeah, it was not bad. Yeah,
I like the music in that too.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
because then we have that and Tangled. So Tangled was another great one.
Yeah, and then the next one. I mean, obviously, I think the next box office hit would have been Frozen, right, in 13.
Yeah.
I mean, that was absolutely blasted everything.
I was going to say Brave, but that was a Pixar movie. I always think of Brave being a Disney.
I do.
It's a Pixar. So, you're right. It's right up until Frozen. Frozen's the next big one.
Yeah, I remember seeing a little short preview for Frozen before like the actual movie that I was in the theater to see. Yeah, and it made no sense. It was just like Olaf like playing around in the ice or some shit, and then it just kind of cut the big letters of Frozen, and I was like, "What is this? This is stupid. Doesn't make sense." And then of course, many years later, children are still annoying their parents with the "Let It Go" song.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how old is Frozen now? Frozen is what, 13 years old, and it still gets quoted now. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, I still haven't seen it, by the way.
I hate it.
It seems like a movie that I might not like either. So I don't.
No,
I'm not.
It's one of the. It's a bit. People either love it or they hate it. I'm in the hate it camp, mainly because my youngest daughter just played it. She loved it. She wore the DVD out.
Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I like Idina Menzel from Rent and Wicked and Kristen Bell.
But now I can't hear their voices anymore because all it's
been ruined. I'm
like,
You get that Inspector Clouseau. Professor Dreyfus.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney.
Surely you like Frozen? No.
That's me with Wreck-It Ralph with John C. Reilly. Like, I cannot think of it as anything else because my brother, honestly, no joke for light, it was like same with like Frozen with Shazz's younger daughter. Like, he wore that DVD out. Like, it was on at least 5 times a day. Like, to the point where it was like, we were quoting it. Like, the script still lives rent-free in my head now after all these years. It's mad. It's crazy.
Can we do it again?
I like that music because that's from
Can we do this again?
Yeah, we forget, because we were all kids once, that when you like something, you will watch it over and over and over again.
I do it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's something that you watch over and over again?
Tron. I've seen Tron Aries maybe 15, 20 times. I love it. I love Tron. I like all Tron movies, but I really like the Neutron Ares movie.
Yeah.
I paid and watched it twice in the theater, and I've seen it. I don't know. I've watched it twice in one plane journey.
Yeah.
I've watched it twice when I went to see Steve at Christmas.
Yeah. I'm speaking of watching things over and over, I'm randomly thinking of this story that David Alan Grier told on, I think, the Howard Stern show about how nervous Jim Carrey was about the release of Ace Ventura, because it was one of his first big movies.
Yeah.
And David just kind of like, thinking privately that like this movie is not going to be a big hit because Jim is just absolutely insane for the entirety of it. And then cut to like a year or so later, and like he goes to a friend's house, and his friend's child has ruined the Ace Ventura VHS tape from watching it over and over and over. And that's when he knew, it's like, oh wow, Jim's got a big hit on his hands here.
Because I'm waiting for him to do the Fireman movie.
Oh yeah. I heard that.
Let me show you something.
Oh, I wonder if he will do that.
That would be really funny if he did that.
Yeah. Jim, I don't even know. I mean, Jim seems to be at that point in his life where he's mellowed out, where he's not doing as much acting in movies anymore. So
the only thing he's doing now is the Sonic movies, I believe. I think that's the only thing.
Yeah.
He said that he's semi-retired, but he's only doing. I mean, that guy's had a career. Like in the 90s, he had like the 3 biggest movies of the 90s, didn't he? With Dumb Dumber, The Mask, Ace Ventura.
In 1994 alone, those 3 movies came.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I love The Mask. The Mask is like my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
I gotta say,
besides Bruce Almighty, I think. But I mean,
oh no, that was good too. Have you seen him when he's not being comical? Have you seen him playing a straight role? He is a really good actor.
Oh, the Cable guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Little Miss Sunshine was a great dramatic role.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah. But you talk about his comedy stuff. The Batman movie that he was the villain in. I think he was
the Riddler, wasn't he?
The Riddler. It's funny because like, when I was younger, like Bruce Almighty, Liar Liar, like I could laugh for days on end. And I saw The Mask. I saw The Mask for the very first time. That was one of the few Jim Carrey movies I hadn't seen when I was younger. I saw it for the first time at like a family holiday gathering a couple years ago. And I just remember the awkward silence that happened with me and my family throughout, because there's just something about Jim Carrey's comedy where you're either like really into it laughing or you're just like, okay, this is a lot.
This is a lot. Yeah.
And I guess for us, The Mask at our like adult age, we were just like, okay.
Yeah, no, fair. I mean, I watched it a few months ago. It is, looking back at it now, it is a hard watch. I totally get it, because it's so in your face. It's like gag after gag after gag.
But isn't that weird how movies kind of do that to you? Where when you're younger, it's like, oh wow, this is so cool, and then you watch it again and like, why did I like this movie?
Yeah.
Unless it's something that you watch continuously. Like there's a few like Disney movies. Like I can watch 101 Dalmatians all day long. It's the first one I saw when I was a kid, and although it's aged well, so it's still kind of appropriate.
What do we think about the original animated versus the live action one that they did with Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil?
They were okay. They were different. I really liked the Cruella.
Yes, I did with Emma Stone.
That was good. I loved that.
Yeah, that was good.
I preferred that over the Glenn Close ones. They weren't bad.
Yeah, and so that was another one. I think was it VHS or just as we were coming on DVD. I think we had it on VHS, but yeah, that was a big one. That I like the Glenn Close Cruellas.
I just have this random memory. I have this random memory of seeing the live action one with Glenn Close in 7th grade, like during spring break when I was like vomiting all week. It's like, 101 Dalmatians. I'm vomiting. I'm watching this movie. So now I have this association of like 7th grade vomit and Glenn Close.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so let's wrap things up here for the last couple of minutes. I've got a few notes on why the Renaissance ended, and then I think that's would be a good place to end here. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about it. The leadership shakeups with Katzenberg leaving Disney, that was a huge thing. I mean, obviously, he took his ideas, formed DreamWorks with Spielberg, and all that kind of stuff. So, formula fatigue as well. Like I mean, it sounded like, you know, you look back at the Renaissance and it is that Disney formula, like princess, or, you know, someone sings a song, happy ending, all that kind of stuff. It's that Disney kind of like bread and butter, which they don't really do a whole lot of that anymore, I feel, in terms of like, obviously there's always a happy ending. It's a Disney movie. There's always going to be some sort of happy ending, but like,
it doesn't always end up happy straight away. Sometimes there's a
yes,
dark bit before the happy ending.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Which they never used to. It used to always end happily ever after, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yeah. With a
now they're a little bit more realistic.
Now they're a bit more realistic. Yeah. And again, rise of competitors like DreamWorks and things like that. I mean, Universal. You know, what's it called? Illumination is a big one now. Minions, obviously, and stuff like that. And then they shifted towards CGI and stuff.
Yeah, there's been a lot more animated movies coming out as well, hasn't there?
Yes, there has. Yeah, absolutely. And obviously the shift towards CGI, and they passed all that over to Pixar and stuff like that. You know, Toy Story 2. You know, all of those ones that, you know, really set in stone like the future of, like, you know, creating movies and things like that. So yeah, I mean, is there anything that I've missed there, guys, that you think was a reason why the Renaissance kind of like plateaued, and, you know, we've not had another kind of like thing like that in terms of creating movies?
Well, I think all the old guys, you know, they retired, and then you had the new crew coming in, and they're not looking at the old stuff to learn from that, and they're like, oh, I can make my own thing, let's do this, and then it fails because they're not following their, you know, the Disney pattern, I guess you would call it. At least that's my idea. So
no, that makes sense. No, that's a good point. Yeah. And I mean, it makes a lot of sense with, like, you know, and we've talked about this over on Signs, where like people are getting, you know, I mean,
what Jason was saying,
with like Star Wars, where it's not all the same director; it's 3 different directors directing 3 different.
They give because there's one director did something, that we're gonna give you Star Wars, who they don't know anything about Star Wars, but they were given the job to do Star Wars, so now they're making stuff up and things like that.
Because back in the day with the animators and directors that worked on Disney movies, that's all they did. They only ever worked on Disney movies, Disney stories.
But
now they seem to pluck people from anywhere, from any kind of filmmaking. It's like, you can direct this. They might not have had necessarily any
experience in it.
And doing an animated movie. And it doesn't always work.
No, and I think that's more Disney than it is Pixar, because I don't think, I mean, Pixar, obviously the biggest ones that, you know, before Lasseter left with complications of whatever he was doing, Lasseter, Pete Docter, you know, those 2 stick out in my mind the most. Like, they're the two big kind of like ones that were directing or producing everything. You know, they were like the oversee, and I mean, the Pixar movies are incredible, you know. So, but
it's like in the MCU, you've got Kevin Feige and the other guy, Brad Winterbaum, that oversee everything.
Everything,
So you get consistency, mostly consistency throughout the MCU when they're making movies, but they don't seem to have anybody like that animation-wise anymore, where they used to. And I think
let's just make it live action.
Or we don't know what to do. Let's make a live action movie. I think.
We can't think for our own, so let's grab a great animation movie and make it live action. And make it fail.
Them to go back to making original stories, or making their own versions of something. Like, they always used to take like a Grimm's fairy tale, which are not very pleasant, and give it a Disney twist and make it into an awesome story to tell. I wish they'd go back to doing stuff like that, or doing original IP like Haunted Mansion, or
Pirates,
or Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, they turned a whole movie franchise out of a 5-minute ride.
Right. Yeah. Isn't that
why can't Disney go back to doing stuff like that?
Yeah. My sister was all about the Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
I love Pirates.
Yeah, she used to have themed birthday parties after Captain.
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
But Disney's got so much original IP. I just don't understand why they keep like recycling the same thing, or
just they don't have the talent anymore. Like I said, the new people aren't looking back at the original animators and not learning from them. I don't think they think they know better or whatever. They come up with oh, I don't know how to do this, so let's just remake this. Rather than creating their own stuff. What do you think, John?
I just think there's just so much content, and with that increased competition, really Disney is going to choose the most easy money grab, which is let's like bring out property that people are already familiar with and love. That'll bring them out, because it is a lot harder to get someone to want to see a new original work as opposed to a repurposed work. That
I think they're afraid.
Yeah,
because look at Treasure Planet, look at Atlantis, stuff like that failed, even though they're great. Or John Carter is another great example. I love that movie. But it just failed. But it's like they don't want to do that because they're afraid to fail. But then they bring out all these remakes and they fail anyway. So Snow White is a great example of that.
I feel like they have enough money where they could take a bit more risks.
Exactly.
I mean, if they just listen to what the people want. I mean, for years we've been asking for Atlantis, Treasure Planet, all that kind of stuff. Like, those as live actions would do incredible, especially with like the technology we've got now. But don't rush it. Like,
and that's the thing. I think,
and I will always harken back to Dead Man's Chest, Pirates of the Caribbean, with Bill Nighy as Davy Jones. Like, that CGI from literally 20 years ago looks 100 times better than it does now. Like, to what they do now, and it's crazy.
So I'll give you a good example of cheapy CGI. Lilo and Stitch. I like the movie, but you can see, if you watch closely, the CGI on that it's like they rushed through it, and they didn't take the time to. It was like we got to get this out, so let's just hurry up and do things. You could see, like, when she's petting Stitch, right? She's petting Stitch. Her hand is literally like this far away from his head, and then they cut it. So it was like the story was okay. I mean, it was okay movie. It was like, but it was like rushed through, and then it was like, well, let's make it like this because this is good enough. Is what it seemed like to me. With that movie, it's like, this is good enough. I don't want to spend any more money making this movie because they did so bad on Snow White and stuff. So they're like being cautious with it. But like John said, they have the money to take the risk and do
exactly.
it. Make it better.
Absolutely.
Make one good one rather than two crappy ones like what you have been doing of late, please.
Exactly.
And then there's they're spending all that money on these crappy movies, and then the parks get lacked maintenance wise and stuff.
That's a whole different discussion that we have time and time again. I know. So, but yeah, I mean, realistically, make one good movie a year. Like, just do that.
Back how you used to do one good movie a year, or sometimes it was one good movie every 3 years.
Just do that. Go back to the Renaissance kind of period and just bring us back what works and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I agree. So some of the stuff is not great, but what do we know, eh? We don't know anything. But anyhow, with that, we're gonna end this episode here. We've talked, we've rambled. Thank you for indulging us. Thank you to John for joining us.
Of course, this is great.
Pleasure having you. Feel free to come back anytime. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He'll have to come on. We'll have to come on one of our write-through videos.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we do them every Friday. 6 p.m. Pacific time. Disneyland time. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're interested, ever just shoot me a message and we can get you on as a guest there. I'm sure Jay and everything won't mind.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. We enjoy doing it. Yeah. Yeah. So be sure to check out John's podcast, A Delicious Culture. I will leave all the links down below in the description, so you can go and check that out. I'm looking forward to being on that as well. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So, it'll be great.
It's going to be a good time. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we will see y'all in the next one. Till then, much love. Peace.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bloody peace.